tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
You're going to have to set an alarm and wake up at times you don't feel like getting up. You're going to have to do what you don't feel like doing consistently to snap out of motivation and break into discipline. Because discipline is not about what I feel like doing. Discipline is a duty. Discipline is what I've been called to do. Discipline is what I was born to do. Discipline is what is required to get to that next level. It's not about what I feel. It's not about a feeling. I'm not approaching destiny sensually. I am approaching destiny on the wings of discipline.
You cannot let your fear hold you back from your destiny. You have to feel the fear and do it anyway. Do it broke, do it scared, do it nervous, do it trembling, do it on your knees, do it with help, do it on crutches, do it in a wheelchair, because you don't want to end up in a nursing home sitting on a bedpan wondering what would have happened if you'd only had more courage. You don't want to end up in an old folks home and your dying thought is, I wish I had her. Because the one thing that you will never get is more time. So you don't have time to allow your fear to incarcerate you when you have the key. Reach around there, unlock the door, and step into your destiny.
Do you have the guts to fail? If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.
You need to do something, you do it anyways. You don't do it because you're motivated, you do it because you're disciplined. You need to let discipline be your guide, not how you feel. You impose discipline on the situation and you do what you're supposed to do. You have a exercise, you need to work out this morning, you haven't worked out yet, you wake up in the morning, you need to go work out. You don't feel like working out, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you don't feel like working out. It doesn't matter. It's not part of the calculation. Discipline overrides that. Discipline trumps your feeling.
Every decision that you make has consequences. Even your smallest decisions. Are you making yourself better? Are you making yourself worse? Are you moving forward or are you moving back? Are you making progress or are you stagnating? Every little decision you make, make the right decisions. Have a good Monday, y'all. Go get some!
People ask me all the time, no, I lack discipline. How can I get discipline in my life? And no one wants to hear this answer. No one wants to hear it. One of the first steps you can take to impose discipline in your life is to wake up early in the morning. Let's face it, when the alarm goes off, you got your head on that soft pillow, you do not feel like getting up. I call that snooze alarm the dream killer. When you press that snooze button, you're killing your dreams.
Whenever you feel like quitting, I want you to think to yourself, if I quit now, I'll soon be back to where I started. And when I started, I desperately wanted to be where I am now.
Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes, and it doesn't matter whether it's there or not. Discipline is infinitely more important. So no matter how you feel, get up and do what you're supposed to do. That's it. And that's discipline. It's not motivation. If you only did what you were supposed to do when you were motivated to do it, that's leaving it to chance. But if you're disciplined, you go do what you're supposed to do. That's the way it works.
Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. Keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So, keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work.
You have to start to recognize that there is something else that you can tap into that is much more powerful than your feelings, than your motivation, and that is discipline. You can apply this discipline. Look, you have a project that's due at work that you don't feel like working on right now. Doesn't matter that you don't feel like working on it right now. You impose discipline on the situation and you do what you're supposed to do. You have a exercise, you need to work out this morning. You haven't worked out yet. You wake up in the morning, you need to go work out. You don't feel like working out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you don't feel like working out. It doesn't matter. It's not part of the calculation. Discipline overrides that. Discipline trumps your feelings. And that is what you need to apply as a person, as a normal human being, no matter what you're doing in your life. You need to let discipline be your guide, not how you feel. you need to do something, you do it anyways. You don't do it because you're motivated. You do it because you're disciplined. You need to let discipline be your guide, not how you feel. You impose discipline on the situation and you do what you're supposed to do. You don't feel like working out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you don't feel like working out. It doesn't matter. It's not part of the calculation. Discipline overrides that. Discipline trumps your feelings.
The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Go for the discipline because it weighs ounces. The regret weighs tons.
Fear is never reaching your potential. It always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always procrastinating, always not doing the right thing. And then one day you're an old man and you look back, oh God, I could have been great. I could have been great.
You're going to look up, these days going to keep going by. So do you let the days go by and look up and you done wasted a year doing what? Or do you just pick it up? All right. I figured it out, made some mistakes. Life goes on. And figure out life from this point.
So if your life isn't everything it could be, you could ask yourself, what would happen if you just stopped wasting the opportunities that are in front of you? You'd be, who knows how much more efficient? 10 times more efficient. 20 times more efficient. That's the Pareto distribution. You have no idea how efficient people get. It's off the charts.
Sometimes when you think you're making the wrong decision, or you have to making the toughest decision because you're thinking about somebody else and the consequences, if you think the price of winning is too high, wait till you get the bill from regret. And that bill from regret is generational.
Once you change one thing, your mindset, you can attack everything. Now, I find it fascinating. I'm fascinated because I'll be in these moments. I put these guys on some fucking pedestal.
Yeah.
And I was this guy who was a piece of shit looking at this, God, how are you guys just amazing? But once I worked my way up, I said, my God, man, we can all compete. Let's go. So, do I like suffering? I like suffering in the way that is competitive, that brings out the absolute best in me and in everybody else. The only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to suffer to grow. To grow, you must suffer. And some people will get it and some people won't. But they have to see what their journey is to start their journey. Several people live to be 100 years old and they have great lives and they have great kids. Their kids go to college and all sorts of stuff. But somewhere in their life, there was a point where they had a decision to make. They can go left or right on this path. Left was the easy route. Right was the hard route. A lot of people take the easy route. And they had a good life that way, but the better life was going to the right side. And you may have 20 years of pain and suffering to get past it, but a lot of us die never truly starting our journey.
Discipline your thoughts. Stop thinking too much. Don't go into the past. Don't go into the future. Be in the present. Why? Because only then it's possible that the mind is free, the capacity is free, and now you're completely immersed into whatever you are doing. And this means you have arrived.
Sometimes things are going to be so tough. Stop fighting it. Stop trying to understand it. Just survive. Take all that energy and just survive it. Like, bro, day by day, moment by moment, situation by situation. Like my dogs say, be where your feet are. Just survive it, right? And then you're going to get to a place, you're going to be on top of the mountain one day, and you're going to say, man, I see exactly why I had to face and go through